What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is a full, whole booty trailer for House of the Dragon, the new HBO show that is a prequel to a rather successful show on HBO called The Sopranos.
Oh, never heard of it.
Yeah,
Interesting.
It's Tony Soprano, but with dragons.
Wow.
You feed that dragon some gabagool.
Wow. You went for it. I give you props to committing to the bit.
That's a funny joke. Feeding gabagool to the dragons.
If you say so, I don't know The Sopranos.
Let's just watch the trailer. Jesus Christ. It's like one of the greatest shows of all time.
So I've heard.
He's afoot.
Dragons.
That was very quick and sudden.
That was the tease before the trailer so that people with no attention span pay attention.
The dream. It was clearer than a memory. And I heard the sound.
Hopefully clearer than that shot.
Splintering shields and ringing swords. And I placed my heir upon the Iron Throne. And all the dragons roared as one.
I consider the matter urgent. That of your succession.
Who else would have a claim?
The firstborn child.
Rhaenyra. No queen has ever sat the Iron Throne.
The king has an heir, Daemon Targaryen.
I will not be made to choose between my brother and my daughter.
Wow.
Rhaenyra's succession will be challenged. Knives will come out.
You are the king. Your duty is to take a new wife.
I have decided to name a new heir. I'm your heir. War is afoot.
Do you think the realm will ever accept me as their queen?
A woman would not inherit the Iron Throne, because that is the order of things.
When I'm queen, I will create a new order.
She looks great.
Yeah.
Oh. And the throne
has
redesign?
dragons.
Yeah, I like it.
Their power men should never have trifled with.
That's cool. Dragons!
This is
If
kind of...
Rhaenyra comes into power, she can cut off any challenge to her succession.
I love this
I am to inherit the Iron Throne. She will block my way.
Our hearts remain as one.
Oh, our hearts were never one. Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne? Where is duty? Where is sacrifice? Now they see you as you are.
Yo!
That looks so rad. Oh my god. Okay, first of all, I love that the dragons are not just like recolored like Drogon.
Yeah.
Like they each look unique. They have their own characteristics about them. I think that's so cool.
I'm really impressed with the look of the show.
Me too.
I thought that it was going to have a lower budget than Game of Thrones and would look cheaper. But like
That does not look cheap.
Well, no, even just the moment where they reveal Matt Smith in that armor.
Yeah.
That armor is such an incredible design, but like that's an expensive costume piece.
Oh, God.
And so much of the clothing, like the jewelry, there's clearly money being spent here in a way that I thought that after the reception of the final season of Game of Thrones, which I enjoyed fine. It was I know you like hate it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I was like, okay, there's stuff in it I liked. I thought maybe that this would have like a little bit of a pullback in terms of budget, especially since it's not Game of Thrones. It's not A Song of Ice and Fire. It's this kind of spin-off. But it does not look like that.
No, they're out to like win our hearts back. And I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
They know that they messed up.
The cast, especially here, really like it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Everything is super intense. Levitt Cook, who I've always loved from Bates Motel. I have a very, very, very deep fondness for that woman because of that show. I'm so excited for her place in all this. The woman who's playing the Targaryen, the Daenerys character of the show.
The Daenerys.
She seems great too.
Yeah.
And is costumed beautifully.
Yeah, she looks awesome.
Yeah. I'm super interested. Like that looked better than the last trailer.
I agree. Yeah, it seemed like the scale of this one that was so much bigger.
Yeah, I feel like the last trailer we got didn't have any of the CGI done. So it was a lot more of just like the pure practical shots. We got like the 2 people on the beach. We got the like people on the battlements. This trailer was like, oh, we have finished some CGI. Here's what the dragons look like. And you're like, it's pretty good.
Well, here's what the dragons look like, and here are potential other like big characters that are going to be important.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of people in that trailer, and not just extras.
Yeah, and but also there were a lot of extras, right? Which is always nice.
Yes.
There's nothing worse than when it's like we're going to a party and it's like an empty house, and you're like, wait, what? You really couldn't get? All right.
True.
But no, like the number of extras in a scene is indicative. I know I say this all the time, but it's indicative of how much money a budget has.
Yeah.
And some of those throne room scenes, like they're full.
Yeah.
And
no,
that's
it looks great.
good to see.
Yeah.
Because costuming that many people is expensive.
Yes.
And they probably have a lot of like. They probably have a lot of stuff saved from Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But that warehouse I would love to see. But yeah, I don't know. That was good.
Yeah.
That made me more excited about the show.
Excited. Yeah, me too.
After seeing that, are you more excited for this or Rings of Power?
If I'm being honest, this looked more interesting to me.
Interesting.
Like you guys all know, Lord of the Rings is my favorite movie. Like I adore it with all my heart. But it just like stepped up its game and like really kind of like hooked me. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I think that in terms of my excitement, this has more. I don't know how they're going to adapt Rings of Power for television, and so there's more hesitancy there in terms of like, you know, we've heard that there's going to be nudity on that show, which feels weird for Lord of the Rings. I'm sure there will be nudity in this show. It doesn't feel weird for this.
Yeah.
So I think that just in terms of me knowing more what this show is going to be, because it is a sequel to a television show that it will, I think, thematically keep some visual stylings of.
Yeah.
Whereas Rings of Power, I'm going into hopeful. And I really did like the last trailer, but there's more hesitancy there for sure, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's sheer barriers for this. I think that the expectation from HBO Game of Thrones fans is going to be weekly Sunday night releases.
Yeah.
And so the culture of this show will adapt to the style of it faster than I think Rings of Power, where I think the audience for that is going to have to spend the first episode or two trying to figure out what it feels like to watch Lord of the Rings on television.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That makes sense?
Yep,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, that was great.
I was into it.
Yeah. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you dislike this video, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments down below, but know that a Lannister always pays their debts. I don't think that makes any sense. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at Nerdy Nightly.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
And as always, y'all, do something nerdy tonight, you dang nerds.
Bye, guys.